The most precious thing in the world is not what we can't get or what we've lost, but the happiness we can grasp now. Recognizing one's own ignorance is the greatest wisdom. A secret crush is the most beautiful form of love in the world. Those who want to control the world must first be able to control themselves. There are two types of people in this world: happy pigs and suffering humans. Be the suffering human, not the happy pig. Whether a person can achieve greatness depends on whether they have self-respect and self-confidence. When you are angry, keep your mouth shut to avoid fueling your anger. Pride is the product of ignorance. The secret of happiness is not in seeking more desires, but in cultivating the ability to be content with less. A truly wise person is one who can use others' wisdom to avoid being deceived. Do not rely on gifts to gain a friend. You must offer sincere love and learn how to win someone's heart in the right way. There is only one good in the world, and that is knowledge. There is only one evil, and that is ignorance. Socrates smiled and said earnestly, "Children, this is life. Life is a series of irreversible choices. When many people hesitate on a path, they have to make way for those who value time to surpass them. Only by knowing oneself can one understand life. Living is not the goal. Living well is. You are a gold mine. The key is how to discover and utilize yourself. Leisure is the rarest of all riches. Men live by forgetting. Women live by remembering. The most hopeful for success are not the exceptionally talented, but those who make the best use of every opportunity. Many races are lost in the final few steps. Running the path you should is hard enough. Running it to the end is even harder. Only those who embrace solitude are truly strong. Contentment is a natural wealth. Luxury is artificial poverty. Humility is a sweet root hidden in the soil from which all noble virtues grow and flourish. The greatest joy in the world is to strive for one's ideals. Truth consists of three parts: seeking it, knowing it exists, and having faith to apply it. Anyone taller than a foot must learn to bow in order to stand tall in the world. Happiness often visits us when we are too busy with a clear purpose to even notice its arrival. A woman's true adornment is virtue, not her clothes. When I am dissatisfied with a system, I have two choices: leave the country or change it legally. I do not have the right to destroy it through rebellion. Health is ruined by inactivity, but preserved through exercise. Human happiness and joy lie in striving, and the most valuable is striving for an ideal. Love is like walking through a field of wheat, to pick the largest, ripest stalk, but with one rule: no turning back, and you can only pick once. It is better to avoid slander behind people's back than to do good to them in person. By spending time reading, you can easily absorb and improve upon the hard-earned experiences of others. Those who endure hardships voluntarily are encouraged by hope. Just like a hunter who joyfully endures fatigue because he hopes to catch prey. Everyone has a sun inside them. The key is knowing how to make it shine. Knowing what you need in life is instinct. Knowing what you don't need is wisdom. Beauty is God's smile, and music is God's voice. It is a shame if a person grows old carelessly, without realizing what they could have become at their peak of strength and beauty. Even if a wealthy person is proud of their riches, do not praise them until they know how to use their wealth. There is no progress without struggle. Only by controlling yourself can you control the world. The thinking man is the measure of all things. A bird in the hand is worth 1,000 in the bush. The root of all wisdom and understanding is contained in these words. Glenn, know thyself. It is better to be at odds with others than with yourself. An ignorant person is not qualified to do good, because their goodness lacks a true core. Ignorance is devoid of virtue, and the road to hell is often paved with good intentions. The easiest thing in the world is to persist, but it is also the hardest. It is easy because anyone can do it if they are willing. It is hard because only a few truly succeed. It is better to suffer injustice than to willingly commit evil. Heaven gave people 2 ears and 2 eyes, but only 1 mouth, so they may hear and see more and speak less. Don't concern yourself with those who praise everything you do. Pay attention to those who kindly criticize your mistakes. If a person views others from their own perspective, they often misunderstand them. I judge people not by how they treat me, but by how they treat others. If you are wise, everyone will be your friend and family because you are helpful to them. If you lack wisdom, not even your parents or relatives will be your friends. Those who do not understand the true meaning of work see it as drudgery. Expect little, and you will come closest to true happiness. Contentment is natural wealth. Luxury is artificial poverty. One can make mistakes, but not the same mistake twice. Destiny is the shadow of opportunity. Problems are midwives that help new ideas be born. Everyone has a sun within them. The key is knowing how to let it shine. Don't focus solely on your body, protect your soul. An unexamined life is not worth living. Good habits are the best attire a person can wear in social settings. Doing a few things well is better than doing many things poorly. Rational education and cultivation bring benefits, while losing reason brings harm. The most effective educational method is not giving answers, but asking questions. Education is not about filling a vessel, but igniting a flame. Education is the tool and method to draw out what is within us. Wisdom is the only beauty, ignorance the only evil. Nothing else matters. Adversity is the highest school for gaining knowledge, and challenges are the gateway to wisdom. A good woman can make a man happy. A bad woman can turn a man into a philosopher. There is a power in this world that enables people to quickly achieve greatness and earn recognition. The ability to speak pleasantly. Those who lack self-awareness first overestimate their own abilities, then misjudge others, leading to failure in their pursuits. Not knowing one's own ignorance is double ignorance. Recognizing truth begins with acknowledging one's ignorance. Escaping death is easy, but escaping evil is far harder, for evil pursues people faster than death. A completely rational mind is like a sharp knife that can cut the one who wields it. Treat your parents the way you hope your children will treat you. Doing simple things well makes them extraordinary. Doing ordinary things well leads to greatness. Greatness comes from the ordinary. The only thing I knew was that I knew nothing. Facing his death sentence, Socrates ended his speech with remarkable words. Now the time has come for us to part, me to die, and you to live. Who is happier? Only God knows.